Most students I know are sweating in TOK from the IB section, and here in this video I'm going to share with you how you can really master that presentation of TOK. In less than 10 minutes this video, it's not difficult, which is not the reason why children don't get marks or they sweat. They don't get the marks because they're not following certain rules, certain systems and certain analytics. In this video, I assure you that you can listen to this, and you must listen to this and go through the slides as I'm showing it to you, and take every possible notes in this section. Not only will your marks go up, not only will your grip and confidence go up, you can be so relaxed and now focus on everything else that IB has to offer. So I'm going to take you through the overviews. The first thing you will do is we're going to share with you how you take a real life scenario, then extraction of the knowledge questions, and identify the areas of knowledge and the ways of knowing them, analyze these connections, and then organize these connections. And from these organization, we want you to form the perspectives and the arguments in the areas of knowledge and the ways of knowing this, and use other similar real life scenarios. And with these arguments, you can come up with a conclusion. It can be short, simple, and yet very factual. Make notes for your presentation so that your presentation speech is very structured and very fluid. We have our real life situation from the real world, and we identify it with the help of the WOK. You know, WOK, the perception, language, emotions, logic, faith, practice, introspection, empathy, consciousness, etc. Well, now we also have the TOK world. We have a knowledge issue, and we link it up with the AOK. And we get the AOK into the linking questions. You know, the AOK, like math, science, social science, history, religion, art, ethics. And then we put it to the linking question where we understand the belief, know and find out the culture, get into the detailed explanation, find out the intuition, challenge the truth, get to the truth, understand the certainty of what we are talking about, dig and get the evidence. What is the interpretation? Using technology, challenging values, and then we move on from there to develop the knowledge issue. This knowledge issue, later on through progression, we get into the knowledge question. Now this is what we link back to the RLS, the real life situation, to get a mini conclusion for the argument which we started. We use other such arguments which can be backed up by other RLS, the real life situations. So I hope you're ready now, much more than before, to get into the presentation of the TOK and just go through this video every way you can. Believe in what you're doing and see the difference. It's going to be big, it's going to be real. Well, once you have picked up the topic, once you've picked up your real life scenario. So TOK presentation, children, I know this is complicated because it involves a lot of you. It involves your belief. It involves your expression on paper. So I'm going to take you through this. So once you have picked up your real life scenario, you can pick it up from a newspaper, from an online link, or maybe even a story of your own personal life. But whatever you take, make sure you stand for it. Make sure you're inspired by it. Make sure you can really talk about it. You know, it shouldn't be something like a very stereotype or a stereotypical or something very drag or something which you think can be read here, there, everywhere. We are also providing you with a link in the description section. Make sure you take that, you go through that as well, but beware of plagiarism. You know, the IB format is very strict. If they find you with plagiarism or content that's found everywhere, you drop down your grade very badly. So do not just pick up something from anywhere. Create your own stuff. Let's get into the extraction of knowledge questions. Make sure these questions are open-ended. Make sure they're comparative and they're expressed in the TOK vocabulary. What is the TOK vocabulary? Go through the description. You will come to know what it is. I've shared some links over there. My EP and me, my whole team, we worked to get these links for you ready. And we have it over there ready for you. Your TOK expressions have to be rich in nature so that the examiner can have an overview of your content. Very rich, very TOK vocabulary. Make it so that the examiner is impressed by your expression and they can just get an overview of it. So once we have finished with the real life scenario, once you've picked up your real life scenario, you've gone through the extraction of the knowledge questions. Here comes the time when you identify the area of knowledge and the ways of knowing. Pick up keywords from your knowledge question. Pick up these keywords that carries good marks, but be very original when you're doing it, and make sure that you follow every protocol that's important there. Analyze these connections. That's the next thing that you will be doing. Isolate your VOKs and your AOKs. If you really understood what I say by the woke and the oak, put in the description that you understood. So that's how you will let me know that you're viewing this video properly and you're understanding, and you're with me on every page of this. Organize the connections once you get the woke and the oak. Now it's the time to form the arguments, and now is the time to form the perspectives. That's important, and the way you do it has to be very neat, very clean, very engaging, very rich in vocabulary. Use these connections established to question the nature, and use these to question the dynamics of the knowledge that you have. And if you're working all by yourself, make sure it is at least 3, and if you're working in a group, it should at least be 5+. So once you've reached this position of in the hierarchy where we've gone, now it's the time for you to get the conclusion. The conclusion has to be simple, short, interesting, and very factual. The conclusion is nothing but how we put all the factual data which you've got from the arguments together. That's where we get there, right? Gather all the mini conclusions established from the perspectives and compile them into a short conclusion. It's very important that you use the right vocabulary of the TOK, rich content, engage your examiner and of course your audience. Once they are engaged, they want to read more, and once they want to read more, they connect with you. Once they connect with you, you get the marks by default, don't you? So now here comes the time where I'm going to introduce you to making the notes for this presentation, the TOK presentation. Make notes for the presentation so that your presentation is very well structured, fluid, easy to understand, follows the vocabulary, it grips the interest, and it's just simply good to read. Organize these perspectives in mini conclusions along with your VOK and your AOKs in very point form, in very bullet form, and get them on a printed paper also, because it becomes easy to explain your point of view while presenting the presentation. Make sure that your presentations are not bombarded with extra gyan or extra information, because then it becomes boring and it creates confusion and it just takes you off track of the whole presentation. Use every presentation tool that you can use to make it more interesting. Maybe a mind map, maybe a bullet form, maybe a mnemonics, maybe humor. Use it in every way to present it with your own belief system that you stand for, and you make it very, very interesting. Cluttered information, avoid these cluttered informations that you have. Using the right pointers to explain your hypothesis. Avoid every kind of confusion and bring clarity in your presentation by inserting images or inserting something very interesting relating to your topic. This makes your presentation, and using these as pointers to explain your hypothesis, followed by all your analysis. I think that's all what I have to offer you on the TOK presentation, and let me know whether you really liked it, whether it's going to take you to the next level in your TOK. Let me know if you are comfortable now with the TOK presentation. Let me know if there is additional anything that you want Siley or me to present to you in this particular aspect. Also, everything in the description, let us know. And if you really liked what we just spoke, to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.